Alright dudes, how's it going? And welcome to How to Successfully Fail the Stanley Parable, developed by Galactic Cafe, and cheers to Pseudocon for sending me this. There's something pretty cheeky in the options in the extras here. If you disable that and enable, you get achievement! Achievement unlocked! Achievement! I don't know if that's just enabling you to get achievements, or it's just a little side fun thing or not, but it's pretty funny. As is the infinite computers going on here. Might be hard to see on the video, but it is going, I mean, there's a computer here, and obviously you can see the mouse cursor on that one, and there's one here, and you can probably just about see it on there. I don't think you can see it on the video for this one, but it is there. I can see a flicker of a mouse cursor from every so often. Might be hard to see. Anyway, let's get in there. The end is never, the end is never.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
And then the end was loading.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
I still the same employee.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
It's got the exact same beginning as the mod,
And
hasn't
then
it?
one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Dialogue-wise,
He had
anyway.
been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Or narration, should I
No
say.
one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Does that say on that mug, who farted? I think it does. Who farted? What's on the monitor? Username access. That's a crap username, isn't it? Oh, typical I hate Mondays mug. Hey, it was the same couple of doors
When
as well.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
It is
Wow.
quite, already been quite
Yes,
different though.
This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
I like it. I like the carpet and everything. It's nice. I don't like $1.25 for a fucking can of drink, man. Sod that.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I was actually looking at the vending machine, I'll have you know.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
He says a lot more now though, doesn't it? I mean, the beginning bit was identical, but it may as well been. It's a nice throwback to the original Half-Life 2 mod.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue.
Wow, there is a lot of dialogue
But when
now.
a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Cat, piss off. Scratching away in background. I am trying to be narrated, miss. I will have you know. Bloody cats. seizing the opportunity all the time. It did pretty much say there is no more in this room, so move along. Fair enough.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
No. Ooh, this looks more
Stanley
interesting.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired
I was kind of expecting an elevator, but not the case. Hey, nice. Warning, do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift is $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the lift is $5,000. You can't get fined when you're dead. That ain't right. Oh, man. In fact, I noticed there was an option to save. So you can save there. Or do you consider me cheesy for like? Because I'm gonna jump here, and clearly, if I just thought a bit sooner, I could have saved before the branch, couldn't I? Before going down here, I could have gone left, so I could have saved before that branch. Would you consider that cheesy? Not having to redo the entire beginning bits over and over again and just reload so you can see more of the story? I don't know. They've added it in there. Is F5 a quick save there? F9? No. I don't know. Pressing F5 seems to do something, but I don't know what. Seems F9 isn't quick loading. Oh well. Because, I mean, it does say, do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion, will cause death. Can I just... Oh, okay.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
He even brought that bit, didn't even
Good
blip
job,
from the
Stanley.
platform.
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Does it say anything different now, or...?
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of
The
it.
fuck?
If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Don't be saying that. Don't be saying that. Oh, you can't be saying shit like that. I'm well paranoid.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley?
Is that different?
Its grace, its subtle
is.
charm. No. Stanley knew it was something deeper. Something darker.
What? So, is that different because it's not a new game as such?
Yes.
It's a continuation?
Really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all
I see,
your
that's
co-workers
repeated.
have mysteriously... But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Right, let's drop a save here. How do you actually... There's a way to save, but no way to actually load. Anything in the keyboard stuff? No. Is that just is that a big like fuck you? That's not the way the game's supposed to be played. It's no. I didn't say that was the way the game was supposed to be played. It's just that there's a save option. You know, I'm just exploring the options and the new stuff to do with the new version. I'm still going right. Right, let's not jump off this time.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Like, I assume jumping from the cargo lift is going to be the same as what I did, just running off. Seems that's what it said. It leapt from the lift and blah blah
Look,
blah.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision.
What? Really?
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
If I hadn't played the original Half-Life 2 mod, I might have been like, oh, well, I guess he kind of is on side. No, is he fuck? He's neutral at best. A very chaotic neutral. But it seems like there was two ways to go there, weren't there? You could have carried on going and it was the cargo lift was going to connect to a platform, or jump off like I did there but not die. So already there's way... and this is only going down like the quote wrong door. And there's already been like quite a few different branches and then different sets of dialogue in that staff lounge. And so it's already a big improvement on the original, which is already good.
Now
but,
listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Are you really... y'all ain't gonna hate me, are you? Just for deliberately, like, being stubborn and rude to the narrator.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, I understood perfectly well.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see, there's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Oh.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
Prestige.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
I keep saving, but I just don't know if you can even load the motherfuckers. You see, now what do we do? He's resigned himself for me to do whatever I please and deliberately screw him over. Now, would going in that door not please him? Should I go in another door? No, let's carry on down this path.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Yeah, you know what? I dig all the new routes are way more... This has only gone down one way. And I don't know if there was, like, 3 routes to go that bit I've just come from, so... The branches are a lot more noticeable and a lot more numerous. I'm going to give it a 5, mate. I feel generous.
Aha.
And I like Stanley Parable.
You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
I guess it was dialogue for all the different, like, ratings there, 1 to 5. It's got some kind of, like, leaderboard. Maybe, I'm not sure. 21.3% of players skip the intro sequence. Only 3% of the player choose the blue door. Really? Oh, what? I'm 9,328 out of 9,328 players. No, this isn't a right leaderboard at all, is it? Must have not played for 7 hours and 37 minutes. Only the worst 3% of player chose the blue door. Oh, I get what it's doing there now. It's not actually a proper stat, is it? It's just like, fuck you.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
A different load in there. What the fucking baby?
The baby crawls left towards
Jesus.
danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game.
That almost made me jump more than Silent Hill 3 did.
Of endlessly confronting the demands of
scary
life.
bastard.
I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
What?
Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Oh my god, scary shit. Baby sound almost made me fucking shit my pants. Baby almost made me shit my pants when it first showed up. And the button noise almost made me shit my pants. It's scarier than Silent Hill 3. I'm gonna do this for Halloween. It's probably, I've got to keep saving the baby. It's scary. Fuck this. No, one more, that's it. One more. Oh, close, baby. Ooh, that's enough now, baby.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Well, this branch... Oh my god.
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose.
Fucking Minecraft.
Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then...
What, he's actually building it? I'm going to say, like, the only thing I'm missing from the original bad side...
Yes, of course.
Was the Half-Life 2 stuff for. This is kind of on par, isn't it?
It's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable. Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
No way, man. Like I was saying, like, the quote bad path where you deliberately defy him was pretty good in the original one. I thought so anyway. But I was just about to say, like, I missed, like, you know, dumping you into the Half-Life 2 map and going, was that any better? You know, I didn't even make this for you. But this has been, like, I'd say this is even more inventive than that. So, very good. Minecraft in Stanley Parable? No way. Did not expect that.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
This is never going to take you around Minecraft for a while, is it? No way.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Hey up. There's something there then. Oh my god.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Oh yeah, bit of Portal.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Oh my god.
Genius.
It's like you do all puzzles and shit as well.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty.
Oh.
I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games.
You got an elevator?
And I highly...
Oh. Oh. Okay then. That was good. Never get a chance to go under the elevators in Portal, do you? Stanley Parable Alpha Test. Where's my... Oh shit! I can't see where the ground is. As if you fall under a portal elevator and it takes you to the Alpha for Stanley Parable. You bet you didn't know that, did you? I didn't know that. We both learnt something. Oh my god. I take it the whooshing sound is usually good. Oh. The hell? Yeah, like I said, I thought it was going to be hard. If it was going to go into something like the Half-Life 2 map sort of stuff, it's like, well, how are they going to do that with a standalone? But no, they managed to actually beat it. Well played. Bit of Minecraft, bit of Stanley Parable Alpha, bit of unlit. Oh, wait, speaking of lit. Bit of unlit office. I guess this is Stanley's office, I'm not sure. Yeah, here we go. That's Stanley's workstation. Oh wait, it's the Half-Life 2 one, isn't it? Because it didn't look like this at the beginning of this version. This is what it looked like in Half-Life 2. Am I supposed to be here? Obviously I'm supposed to be here, but... Oh!
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Yeah? Oh, fucking hell. As soon as we moved the mouse, it went black. I'm like, what the hell? Nice. It's 21 minutes past 11. Out of curiosity, will the minute hand actually move? Is this a fully functional clock in the Stanley Parable? I wish to know. It is, isn't it? I saw it twitch then. Yeah, that's a fully functional clock.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So I want to still explore that bad ending.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
There was...
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back and lingered for a minute or two. Now it's only half there. Just a kind of, tingle. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Like I say, the path I went, the right path down there.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's
You remember when there was
incredible
3 doors,
wasn't
and he
5
made
years
one of the
ago.
third door. He made the third door. I wonder if you could have gone through one of the other 2 doors and made it do something different, or if it had just taken you back to here. Either way, I'll have a look at that at some point. But what I want to do is I want to go up there.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who? The female narrator from the original one. Because I don't know what happened with that. I got stuck in an Iron Maiden, or whatever it was. It wasn't an Iron Maiden, but I got stuck. And I never got to the end of that branch. Just wondering if you linger around if there's any more dialogue. 3, 2, 1. Fuck it. What the shit?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone?
I didn't realise that you could.
That
I
wasn't
was
supposed to
pissing
be
around.
a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible.
I didn't.
Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of
I
action.
can't believe that.
How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
God.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices.
The real
and
kind
to think
of
I've
real
been letting
person.
you run
I'm
around
sorry, the
in
worst
this
kind of real
game
person.
for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Oh, sweet. I want an instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike
choice
here,
did I
the real
make?
world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
Backsack and crack? No way. Which choice would you make? Set the African kid on fire,
Excellent.
or give him
Making
a
choices
smoke?
on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making
Should try
at
that
least
with my
8
cats.
choices per day. Do you make more than 8?
What's about influence in this
Less?
game?
And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back.
Good
You may
shit.
have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction.
What?
But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
I quite like the crazy room. Please, I'm begging. Stop, 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 stop. Danger, danger everywhere. There's just a rail just floating away. At least those pipes are like in walls and stuff. That's just floating.